G'day folks, my name's Stephen, this little man between the seats is Riley, and today we will be visiting a toxic hole in the ground just outside the mining town of Cloncurry in North Queensland. Specifically, this toxic hole in the ground. I have a weird idea of a fun holiday sometimes. They discovered uranium here in 1954, and in 1956 a contract was signed with the UK Atomic Energy Agency. The mine was then shut in 1963 after the initial contract had been fulfilled. About 2 million tonnes of uranium ore was taken out of the place in that time. It reopened in 1974 after new contracts were signed with the German and Japanese atomic energy agencies. This time, about 30 odd tonnes of ore were removed from here. It finally shut down for good in 1982. After the mine closed, this was the site of Australia's first post-uranium mining rehabilitation project, where they tried to clean up the area and make it safe and what have you. There was a few issues with that though, mainly due to the fact that that really distinctive looking blue water is currently leaching into the surrounding soil at a rate far higher than anticipated. And that water contains a lot of radioactive isotopes. It gets its blue colour from minerals leaching into it, and of course, this being a uranium mine, logic would suggest that some of those minerals are uranium. The area itself is perfectly safe to visit. The levels of background radiation aren't hazardous, but I wouldn't go swimming in there. The mine isn't the only abandoned thing around here though. There's also the abandoned town of Mary Kathleen, which was initially built to house the workers. So we'll go have a look at that now, which means I have to go back down that absolutely bone-shaking road. Yay! Well, I've reached the town site, but there appears to be a slight ditch in the way. Four-wheel drive engaged. Oh, let's do this. My poor car. It looked worse from a distance, but still. Yeah, definitely don't come here in a two-wheel drive vehicle. The town of Mary Kathleen was constructed in the mid-1950s to support the workers who worked in the mines. When the mine first closed in the early 60s, the population of the town dwindled to about 80 people. Just getting the dog out of the car, bear with me. There we go. Anyway, when the mine reopened in the 70s, it kind of boomed, and at one point in 1981 the population of the town was up to around 14 or 1500 people, I think, if I can remember off the top of my head. They even won the local football championship twice in the mid-1970s. The township of Mary Kathleen is an architecturally designed planned community which was opened in 1958. There's even a plaque commemorating the fact that the then Prime Minister Robert Menzies was around to open the place. After the mine closed, they basically just removed all of the buildings and relocated them to Cloncurry in Mount Isa. I have yet to be able to establish the location of any of those buildings. However, I'm going to see if I can find one somewhere. All that's left are the slabs upon which the building stood. There used to be a hospital, a school, homes for upwards of 1,500 people, pubs, restaurants, bars, you name it. It was a proper little town. This is the town centre, or at least what's left of it. These days, it's a popular stop-off spot for people in caravans, travellers, grey nomads, all that sort of stuff. It's not nearly as windy here as it was up at the mine, so let's get the drone up.